Hi there, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Frosty Jack here. I hope you're all well and enjoying your Sunday. We're here in the 2x2 with the sweet Skittles on day 14 of flower, and everything's popping off nicely in here. Real nice. Plant's happy as fuck. Stretching like hell as always, but that should really be pretty much the end of the stretch now. As it is generally, because this finishes up real early. It's funny because it acts more like a sativa in the way that or a sativa dominant plant in the way that it stretches, but it finishes up like an indica does, which is kind of strange, or a more indica dominant plant, should I say. And it's still got quite narrow leaves as well. Yeah, it shows a lot of signs of sativa, or that's what I would say. But I'm no expert, but yeah, I definitely say it's more sativa leaning in the looks and appearance, and even the structure of the plant. It's quite a skinny plant. As you can see, it's got quite a skinny frame. But yeah, it finished up ever so fast. But yeah, it's a nice plant. It is a nice plant. It's just a little bit too stretchy for my liking, so it does hurt your yields a bit. And I've noticed I haven't actually done really any. I don't think I've discussed any weights on my previous videos on what I've taken off of these 2x2s, but it hasn't been impressive. I mean, 3.5 ounces I think on the one, something like that. You know, that's really not that great. I like to be pulling a 4 minimum out of these, just to be able to sustain my smoke supplies. So especially with the missus, because she loves to smoke. So yeah, the future of this particular cultivar is being questioned at the moment. I'll be running some. I'm going to start. I've got a new pheno hunt going to happen with some orange juice, and I'll be popping those seeds in the next week, possibly 2. I've just got to time it right because I don't want them sat in veg for too long. I'm going to be popping 7 in total. Yeah, it would be 7. 7 seeds in total. 3 are going to be going into the new tent, but we'll discuss that at another point. And then 4 of them will be going under the CMH in the 3x3. And like I said, it's the orange juice strain. Its heritage is, or its lineage, is Tangerine crossed with Tangy. So hopefully I'm going to look to find. I really want to try and find something that's got that really strong tangerine or orangey kind of smell, taste to it. That's what I'd like to find anyway. So yeah, we'll see what happens. As regards to new tent, I shall be getting, after this particular plant is finished, I'll be getting a 2x4 Secret Garden 2x4 to take the place of this particular 2x2, and I'll be putting the Migro 200 in that, and then I'll be running 3 of the orange juice seeds in for that as well. So that's the plan, guys and girls. That's the future plan. So yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Like I say, day 14. Migro 100 doing the flowering. We're nearly up to 100% on the power now, and yeah, everything's going along nicely. Anyway, round to the tent that I've been having so many problems with. Turns out it was just my fucking fault. But yeah, everything's going along nicely in here now. I've bent all the stems down quite hard. I actually snapped one of them somewhere, one of the main stems, but not the end of the world. You can still see there's a bit of purfling from a bit of stress showing there. But all in all, people, she is looking better. As you can see, the new growth is coming along nicely, and for any new growers, if you're recovering from any deficiencies or stress or whatever, don't look at the old growth, look at the new growth. The new growth will tell you everything. Certain mobile nutrient deficiencies will fix up in certain leaves. It's not too bad, and the signs will slightly disappear. But generally, you want to be looking at the new growth for signs of things getting better. And she's definitely getting better. So that's great. And it's day 1 of flower in here now, so I switched over to 1212. And should be on our way. I need to get it going because I mean, look, I've not got much space. And this strain, I mean, if we're here now, so it's day 1 of flower, it will definitely, the canopy will be really up here, gonna be right up near the light. This stretches like fuck. So yeah, we're gonna have one hellish dense canopy. For those of you who didn't catch the update about what the problem was, and I solved the problem, it was to do with the timer, and I left the timer on 24 hours. So basically it was just light all the bloody time. It was meant to be on 1212, but obviously I never switched over to auto on the settings on the timer. So yeah, that was my fault, and that was what that was the problem with the Tangerine Dream as well. It wasn't the plant at all; it was me. But there you are. Shit happens. You live and learn. I've lost about, I don't know, 3 weeks of time or something like that. But it ain't the end of the world. Shit happens. You live and learn, and I shan't make that mistake again. And this raw gorilla's looking real happy. We've got a hellish dense tent now. So yeah. That should be a bloody good yield. There's me complaining about yields. Yeah, I do like this cultivar. I mean, I was going to chuck it, but I'm glad. I'm really glad I didn't. To be honest, I'm really glad I didn't, because it is a really nice plant to grow, and it is easy to grow. Really, it is really easy to grow, and it smokes really well. I'm just getting a bit bored of the smoke, and that's why I was considering getting rid of it. Just a bit boring. But anyway, nonetheless, like I say, day 1 on here, and that is the Migro 100 again, 2x2. Oh, and just for reference, yeah, I did go through and do a bit of defoliation. Just cleaned her out a bit. Otherwise, we'd be getting PM problems because all the leaves are all touching up against one another and what have you. So, sorted all that out. Anyway, over into the 3x3 under the Black Dog Vitamax 2200. Stupidly priced, unfortunately, but does a great job with the vegetative growth. That's for sure. I've got a bit more experience now, so might see how well it performs this time round, and with this particular or these particular plants. But anyway, not going to get too far into that. These are the green gelatos. As you can see, there's a hell of a difference between these two phenotypes. We'll start at the bottom on the structures. So you can see this is a really short, stocky plant, very thin-leaved, but very, very tight internodal spacing. If the phone will get that, you can see she's really tight, compared to the other one anyway. So yeah, but as flowering is going on, she's actually starting to stretch a little bit more, but that's only natural. So yeah, this is my favourite plant as it is, even though it's more stocky, slower growing. It's just got a really special smell that comes from it, so I'm really hoping that's going to be a winner, that one. And we've got the evergreen gelato here, and this one's a lot more spaced out. I really like the formation, the growth, the structure on this particular plant. If that plant had the smell, if this plant had the smell of this one, then yeah, I'd be definitely rooting for this one more. But I'm going to be really interested to see how they both grow. You can see there's a lot denser leaves on this one, thicker leaves. Seem more indica dominant. But you know, I think they're more of a 50-50 hybrid. I can't remember what the lineage is on these now. It's thin mint cookies crossed with something or other. Yeah, I think it's more of an indica dominant, or meant to be more indica dominant, which the growth pattern would suggest that, definitely. But the leaves on this particular one wouldn't. Not in my opinion anyway, but there's probably more experienced people who are watching or would definitely know that know more. But anyway, sorry, I'm just rabbling on. There's some nice pre-flowers coming in here. And I wish if it wasn't for this purple hue, you'd be able to see the colour of these leaves better, but really healthy growth. Compared to the last green gelato I did, because the last green gelato was as fussy as fuck, and I did have some issues with that big time, which buggered up the comparison grow I did actually, which was part of the problem anyway. I was part of the problem and so was the plant, so, but there we go. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I will be doing a video maybe this week, possibly next week, on how I germinate seeds, because from a request, so I'm going to pop one of those up. It won't be very long, but just show you how I germinate my seeds really. And if there's any other requests, just please put them in, and I'll see if I can do them, if it isn't beyond my knowledge. Anyway, that's enough of my rambling. Take care, you guys, and we'll see you back here next week. See you then.